was born in a family that was Muslim. I remember when I came to Christ and I told my mom, my younger brother, he says, well, because he was also very devout Muslim, he says, you should get killed for what you did. Because of the stigma and the way Christians are perceived, especially the ones that were Muslim and become Christians, that's like one of the worst things you could ever do. So there's a sense of rejection. It's like you're not one of us anymore, and you just got pushed to the side. Everything just started going down for me. It's like lost a job. We had to move out of the place where we were, had to go to the slums, and and like lacking of everything, and just a really rough few years going through that. I guess sometimes when God calls you, sometimes He's gonna strip you from, or maybe get you to a place where the only thing you can rely on is no longer yourself or the people around you, but on Him primarily. So I started developing really a heart for America, and I think in the places of prayer, so my heart would break, and feeling a sense that God is sending me to America. And I wasn't coming to America in pursuit of the American dream. I wasn't trying to come and make some money and looking for a comfortable situation. For me, it was like, God is sending me to America, and I'm going, and I'm to be ministering to the American people the gospel of Christ. Well, part of coming to America, what really made it hard for me also, among other things, was the fact that I came without my wife and kids. So I came, and I was here 2 years before they were able to come. And in the midst of that, the war broke out in my country of origin. Danielle and the kids had to flee to Togo and became refugees in another country. It was a really rough season while we also were praying and doing the paperwork for the immigration. December of 2011, and they were able to come. I ended up at the Foursquare church in Hesperia with Pastor Bill Burnett, who ended up becoming another mentor of mine. And so he started kind of working with us and took me through the licensing process. And I became officially a licensed Foursquare pastor. And in 2014, this church, the pastor passed away. And my senior pastor, Pastor Bill Burnett, told me, hey, I want you to go and fill in until they find a pastor. And then we started serving, and the people welcomed us, And little by little, God started growing the church and moved us out here.
If you're here for the first time, I'm your brother in the Lord. I'm Pastor Daouda. I'm the senior pastor of this church.
And I felt like God had given me a message of returning to the Lord, to authentic Christianity, and challenging people that they gotta get their Christianity back from the American dream, so to speak, right? So a lot of the messages that I was bringing along those lines were radical, but also I felt like it was timely because it was helping people wake up.
God's like, sometimes He wants you to make sure that you are living like He is first, because He is.
You think about how the Bible says, he who waters shall be watered. And in a lot of ways, America has watered a lot of grounds around the world. And a big part of that has happened in Africa. So when I came to America, I had a sense that God was taking into account the investment that America had made in the nations. And we are the seed, we are the fruit of that seed. And we want you to know that the work that you have done around the world was valid and powerful, so much so that if we think we are anything, we are what you have invested in. There's a whole movement of God right now, where God is raising people. He's saying, you know what, I'm going to touch the nations, and he's calling them from all over, sending them all over. He can do all things. He don't need us, but he decides to use us. Wow, what a privilege. That's the passion that keeps the fire burning in my heart. God has a plan, and our call is to remain faithful to him.